Right, good morning everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since we've done an installation. Been quite busy with the insurance and all of the claims and insurance fraud claims and long reports and all of that. But that's a story for another day. It's Wednesday, 23rd of July. We're here in Greenstone. And we're going to install the Centurion D6 Smart sliding gate motor for the client. This gate is running very smoothly, so the D6 is going to run away with it. So we're just looking at our options and what we're going to do and what we need to do here. First things first. Okay, we've got an old steel base plate here, but we're not going to use it. What we'll do is we'll cut it out, create this proper steel platform by using our steel base plates, and then we can weld and fit the new gate motor into position. It's going to make it easier. Right, stay tuned. Follow it. Thanks for watching so far. So right, before we start, many people will ask, why don't we use the existing base plate? Well, we've got one stud that's broken off, and the other two remaining studs are basically too short to use it on one of the new gate motors. So it's not about reinventing the wheel, it's about doing an installation properly from the word go. I'm just surveying the whole track and everything that I need to do here. So there's quite a lot of planning that's involved with such a gate motor system. Right, as you can see, the steel base plate, steel studs, we've cut that off. We're just looking at the electrical supply cable because the client said it's been giving him problems. So we've opened it up. We can see it was running in a pipe there. Managed to identify where it is here. Alright, let's have a look. So, seems like we might be lucky in order to pull a new wire through from this section of pipe. But if you look closely, and hopefully the camera will focus, so we did cut the wire there. That's a new section of wire, but the copper is not nice and shiny. So somewhere on this wire there's a fault, and hopefully we'll quickly pull in a new wire, a draw wire, then we can have a look at this wire and see where the problems on it started. So it's not such a far run. We're just cleaning up everything here. Right. Cool.
Die intercomkabel?
Well, we were lucky. We've managed to pull out the old electrical cable, and we've drawn in a new steel cable. So we've got a draw wire in there. So now we can just get a new electrical cable, and then we'll run this another section from there up there and into the house. Right, if you look at our steel platform, I've cut a slot in it. The reason for that is it will enable me to bend that section of steel over towards the steel ground track. Then we can weld it at the back there. Let me just move it a little bit away. Then we can weld it to the ground track at the back there. Close it up again. We can weld it on the side there. And we have a section of the old steel base plate that's still fitted into the concrete. And then obviously we'll cut the slot for the electrical cable. So we will never just come and weld a base plate there and leave from site. We know how quickly it is to steal these gate motors, and we want our gate motors to last for 20 years. They're designed for 20 years lifespan. We want them to last for 20 years. So you've got some normal maintenance things that you need to look at, but after concluding our installations, your gate motor should just need the normal maintenance. A battery here, battery there, maybe a set of gate wheel bearings, small stuff, and then it will give you 20 years lifespan. Hey, what more do you want from a gate motor? It's designed to give you that. Right, quite, let's get moving. Alright, let's have a quick look here. So we did cut the slot into the steel platform at the back, which allowed us to bend the section down. That obviously allows us to weld it at the back. So currently it's just spot welded into position. And now we're going to weld it down. Fuss. So that you cannot just quickly rip it out. Right, let's come down. Right, this platform has been welded. Because I'm just going to turn the camera, take it closer. You can see that welding there on the steel post. Here where the electrical cable is coming through. Also welded it there. You can see it's burned, but I made provision for it. So we'll pull it out just now. Then on the side here, that welding is onto the old existing steel base plate, which is concreted into it. And then looking at the back here, there's quite a big gap to fill. We did 2 passes on it. The bend we've welded, and then the rear section as well. So you're not going to just pluck it out. You're going to work for this motor if you want to get it out. But that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is about creating a solid platform onto which the gate motor is mounted, which will last for many years to come. That's the big thing. Right guys, steel platform has been painted primer paint to prevent rust from forming. We can still pull some extra cable out. You can see that the cable did get damaged here, but I pulled it back knowing that I was going to weld, knowing that it was going to get damaged there. So it's cooled down. You can see my hands on it, and obviously this section has been pulled out and it's not damaged. Right, what's next? The steel rack on this steel sliding gate, we'll have to cut that off because we've got a new steel foundation plate in, which means the gate motor is already higher compared to the old one, which means is the spacing between the pinion gear and the steel rack is not going to be correct. So we're not going to try and fit it in underneath. We're going to cut it off and then do it step by step. Okay, just have a quick look here. This is what I was talking about. If you put the gate motor down, you can see that the steel rack on the steel sliding gate is way too low. So we're just going to quickly cut it off. Right, we fitted the gate motor onto the steel platform and made sure that the bolt spacings are in the center. We've made sure that the spacing between the steel sliding gate and the gate motor pinion gear fits our steel bracket. This steel sliding gate is not bent as such, so it's not a banana. Okay, and then we've spot welded it into position. Now we're going to unbolt it and weld this gate motor steel base plate down into position. Okay, right.
But he said, yeah, it's war. He said, you just,
I can let the guys the steel base plate. We welded that down. There's some flux that we need to still remove there. So there you can see. You can see there, and then obviously on the rear side. See if we can get the camera in there. You can see. So right, we did join the electrical cable. Oh, sorry, we didn't join the electrical cable. We joined the pipe where it was broken, and then obviously it's going in there, spread tubing inside the house. So we can fill this up. We're done with the installation, and we'll just quickly make a test video of it and all of that just now. Right, okay guys, we're done, but first want to show you. So the client's got 2 lithium gate motor batteries in the gate motor, and obviously their plugs are much bigger than the standard wires plugs. So what we've done is we've soldered on new set of brass plugs on both batteries. So there you can see it. Alright, so we're all done. Just gonna put the wire in there, close it and lock it. There we go. Client resides in an estate, so there's no need to install an anti-theft bracket. Let's just quickly run through it. You can see that the steel rack has been welded, supported every 500mm, and then obviously on the startup sections we've got a double bracket. That's all good. Let's quickly test it. Can I borrow a remote? Yeah. That's it, cool. Thank you. Alright, let's quickly test it. It's a Centurion D6 Smart sliding gate motor, which is a 24 volt sliding gate motor. You can see it's quite quick. And then we've also programmed the pedestrian gate with the auto close function of 15 seconds onto it. So the gate will automatically close in 15 seconds. There it's closing, and then my phone was in the fireworks. Left it where I shouldn't have left it, with sparks flying all over the camera lenses. So I'm using Amanda's phone. We had a joint here which we used to couplings on the conduits, and then we ran a spread tubing into the wall. So guys, you know what to do. You want your gate motor installed properly first time around, Give Pottie a call, 083 778 2288. Check out exquisitesecurity.co.za and check out smartgates.co.za. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all of the support. Stay tuned. So it's always handy when you're doing an installation that your cell phone or the camera is close by. You can just grab it and make videos, but honestly this one is now filled with sparks and metal. Hopefully I can clean it, but yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, and that's casualties of war, of installations.